Okay. Well, welcome everybody to the Glendora Chamber 101 Zoom and Learn. We used to have these quarterly every 6 months, more of a lunch and learn, but thought trying it again every other month on Zoom to kind of so you can be at your office still, take care of what you need to do, but to kind of get to know more about what we do, all the different services, ask questions, all that kind of stuff. And this presentation is for new members, longtime members, because like on this call, we have a brand new member, and then we have a member that's been in the chamber for 20, 30 years, Bob?
More than 50.
More than 50, okay. So yeah, so it's so it's for everybody. And we have people on here that aren't even members yet. So just to kind of get to know what we do, because people do have the question, what's the chamber all about? So what I'm gonna talk about today, quick history, our mission, our vision, kind of what we do, our ambassador program. Wanted to kind of feature that because it's a great program that I was actually an ambassador before working here. Our services, and then answer your questions. So, and then I'll also go on, after I do a few slides, I'll go onto our websites, show you how you could put your information on our sites yourself through events, your directory page, news releases, job postings, coupons, and so much more. So the chamber could take a little bit of your time, or none of your time, or a lot of your time in your participation. So it's all what you have time for, what you want to do, and what you're looking for. And that's where we can work together one-on-one to see what that goal is for you. So if you have questions throughout the presentation, just stop me, or there's a raise hand icon on Zoom. You can click that too. So let's get started. Just a quick history. The chamber has actually been around since 1903, but originally it was called the Glendora Board of Trade, which actually before the city was even incorporated. Then about 1916, the Board of Trade became the Glendora Chamber of Commerce as we are today. And originally, the Board of Trade was focused on, let someone in here, focused on flood control, beautification, publicity campaigns, employment services, conservation projects, and more, which the chamber now today is still has to do with all of those. We don't take care of flood control, but through our legislative work, advocacy, we may have our hand in, beautification, publicity, all that kind of fun stuff. So the chamber, a lot of this still does apply, plus a lot more. This kind of a list of some of our past chairs, which our chair used to be called the president, but now I'm the president, and then our board chair is the board chair. So a lot of these people here are well-known Glendorans in history. So of the history of this town. So just wanted to share that really quick. Now, the mission of the chamber is simply promote, connect, and grow. We promote local commerce and connect you, the business, to residents, business to government, government to business, government to residents, residents to government. We kind of help be that cog, that concierge to the community to grow, to help you, your business, and the community of Glendora grow and prosper as much as we possibly can. Now, do we control it all? No. But we just have our hand in it to assist in any way possible to do such things. Now, the local government here in Glendora are very approachable. Any of the council, city staff, that type of stuff. So you can go directly to them, or we can assist with that kind of stuff. So, and then I'll show you ways where you can be part of different committees, such as our advocacy committee, to where you're face-to-face, have a seat at the table as a chamber member. Our vision is to be that driving force for those things, for the economic vitality, quality of life of business community, government, community organizations, schools, and citizens of Glendora. We work with all the different groups from the city, the school districts, they're at the table at our ledge meeting because laws affect schools too. Business affects schools, schools affects business. And then all the nonprofits, Glendora has a ton of nonprofits. So we assess those too. So that's kind of our vision, kind of in a quick. Now, what we like to be is that catalyst, to help be that catalyst for business growth, a convener of leaders and influencers, which I'll show you some stuff, how we do this type of stuff here shortly, and to be a champion for a stronger community. Because if the Glendora business community is successful, it just trickles down to the residents, more tax dollars, better looking facilities, and the environment here in Glendora, and services, public works, community service, parks, recs, all that kind of stuff is driven by business and taxes and such. So we try to help be that champion for those. Now, some of our core competencies, what we do, member services, which I'll go over those here shortly. Networking, we're an information source. We get questions, people stopping by, calling all the time, why is this going on? How do I get involved in this? And then I had a local business owner come in yesterday, just, how does she get involved and help make decisions? So we help that type of stuff. Our advocacy, which I'll go over that next, through our legislative action and economic development committee, where again, you can have a seat at the table with those leaders. And then promotion. This chamber does a lot of promotion work through websites, email, print, social media, and so much more. So I'll go over that here shortly. Okay, any questions so far? Good. Okay. Advocacy. I like to start with that because our missions promote, connect, and grow. But we have a silent fourth word, advocate. This chamber by far probably has one of the strongest legislative action committee in the area. A lot of chambers have dropped those groups, which I feel in our committee, which I know Bob has been on that for a long time. It's very important. They say California is maybe not as business friendly as it should be. So why not be at the table with those representatives and say, hey, slow down a bit. Let's look at this again. So that's where we sit with these representatives as you see logos there. Now there is one missing, if you could tell which one it is, the federal Senate. They don't come around too much, but our House representatives are at the table, which we have two, state Senate, state assembly, the county, and the city. So and they're very receptive to the discussion, very approachable too, and they really, I think they really listen to what Glendorans have to say. Now we don't always agree, but we do agree sometimes. But it is a professional conversation, and being part of this is real important too, because, which I'll show you a list of bills like we followed here this past year. And sometimes when it comes down to it, if however the legislator is going to vote, they almost weigh, okay, how many yays or nays do we get by letters or calls? And if the yes stack is bigger, they may vote yes. As simple as that. If no one says anything, no one says you should do this, you shouldn't do this, then our representatives just do what they want to do. So we're really involved. We have a monthly meeting with this, which all chamber members are welcome at this meeting, first Thursday of the month at America's Christian Credit Union. So we can get you more information on that. This here is just kind of a small list of some bills we tracked this past year. It's about 70 of them here. I think there are about 400 of them that actually went through. We were successful on some of these, weren't successful on some, but we're paying attention. And we're paying attention for you, the business, the business community, to try to do the best we can to help make it where, so you could just do what you want to do, be successful, try to lower the government overlay, they kind of try to stay out of your way so you can just do your business, be successful, and fulfill all your business dreams. So, but again, this group is welcome. You're welcome as a member to be part of it, to have that seat at the table. And if there's something that's going on through the legislature that's affecting your industry specific, contact us. We can help. May not be able to solve everything, but at least we could try, right? You could be part of that decision. It's kind of like I'm voting. People don't vote. Can they really complain? Right? So, but yeah, so that's our, well, what's that? That's quick. Sorry, let me close that real quick. Okay. One thing we were able to do this past couple of years, as we've mentioned before, we work with the city through our legislative committee and such to get grants for our local businesses, which is almost $2 million last couple of years. We're actually just finishing this process. We do final reporting with everybody that got the grant. So this is one success that we had through the committee. And then also through our advocacy work, we wanted to bring this up because if you haven't heard of RAMP, we've had some workshops. We're going to start doing a lot more of them. It's called the Regional Alliance Marketplace for Procurement. If you don't know, the Olympics are coming here in several years, and World Cup. And they say there's upwards of like $1 trillion in business coming. And for you to have access to some of that business, you sign up with RAMP. And the name on the bottom there, Jack Ochoa, he's a Glendora resident. He has an office right down the street. He helped bring this. He helped talk with the city of LA, come with the county to kind of put this together so businesses have access to this opportunity. Now, when you think about government contracts and stuff, you think, oh, I must have to be a huge company or something like that. You really don't, because they have everything from refacing the Coliseum to catering services for a gathering. Now, this isn't just the Olympic stuff, it's everything in the region. Because what they found out was this group, there's barely any businesses qualified or signed up to be on that list for the request for quotation. So if you have a service that might be part of it, or just want to sign up to see what the opportunities, check out rampla.org, or give Jack a call, and he can talk to you about it. So I just wanted to share that part with you, kind of on the side note, because we're always looking for ways to connect our local businesses to bigger dollars. So this is just one of them. Okay, activities. Just kind of go over quickly, kind of some of our bigger activities you can take advantage of to get your name out there, your business out there. First one is the first thing we do in our fiscal year is a car show. We do that at the local Kiwanis Club, which is here in the village. This is, I mean, it's fun for everybody, but it's also a business opportunity where you can be out in front of 4,000 or 5,000 people and get your message out, who you are, what you do, all that kind of stuff. And that's in August. In our connecting part of our mission, we do a lot of networking groups or networking opportunities through our coffee mixers, first Friday of the month, to our lunch mixers, the second Thursday of the month. We do evening mixers. We'll do outings to do field trips, like we went to the Athens MRF this past year. Meetings with legislators and a lot more. Plus, we also do different education opportunities through like workshops and such, which coming up next Tuesday, we're having our Glendora Business Watch Forum. So hopefully you've seen that. And if you can make it on Tuesday at 8 a.m., it'll be an hour to an hour and a half. We're bringing in the Glendora Police Department and the city to kind of go over what's going on in regards to business, crime and such, because it is going on, and there's things businesses can do to protect themselves. Because there's businesses been, they've been broken into, and have lost, money, different things. But if they were able to kind of resituate how they closed their shop down, they would have lost less. So this is where the police department, which our PD here is so dedicated with this, and to our business community, they really want us, they want you to know what's the best steps to keep your business protected. So check this out. I am going to record this too. So if you can't make it on Tuesday, we'll have that up. Plus, we're going to do these probably quarterly on different topics. So, but the first one is going to be with the police department. So that's Tuesday, the 24th at 8 a.m. at America's Christian Credit Union. This is free, but just please RSVP so we know we have enough space. And then just on this side kind of shows, when some of our meetings are, our legislative first Thursday of the month. Our ambassador committee, which I'll talk about that in a second, the first Wednesday. Our Zoom lunch and learns will be every other month. Then our coffee buzz, first Friday, lunch net, second Thursday. Like this past Thursday, we had our lunch net where we talked about all the new laws that businesses have to deal with this in 2023. And then there's also activities with SCORE and the SBDC out of the University of Laverne. So there's a lot more learning opportunities with those too. So all this stuff is on our website, but if you have any questions about it, just let me know. Moving on, we do ribbon cuttings. We go out, shake hands, kiss baby, kiss babies and all that kind of fun stuff. And as you see one right here, we do these for new businesses, 1-year anniversaries, 20-year anniversaries, 50-year anniversaries. So this is a service the chamber does to help connect you with the community. We do the state of the city, which this past year, Mayor Karen Davis at the time did the presentation. This year, Mayor Boyer will do his, and I believe he's going to have different department heads speak too. So it'll be a great presentation. Also will be in March, and all these dates are on our calendar too. There's just some images from last year's. We also do these state of the schools, which I'm looking to do one again this year live. We're just working on a date and a location. We also do an event called Cuisines. The last couple of years has been a restaurant week. Right now we're working on, is it going to be restaurant week or a 1-day event like it used to be? But we did have a one day special thing last year at this speakeasy at the country club, which was a lot of fun, but it was a smaller type of thing at the end of restaurant week. So this is just some of our events that you could take advantage of to connect with people, promote your business, and all that kind of fun stuff. Okay, moving on, membership. Chambers are a membership organization, right? Now we're here for the whole community, but we feature our members. There's a fee part of that, because we're what they call it, a 501c6, not a C3, which is C6 just means we're a membership organization, but we are a nonprofit, but not with the same rules as 501c3s with tax deduction and all that type of stuff. But we have membership levels. They're called tiers, and they go from basic to our platinum president circle and everything in between. Now, the majority of our members are the basic level, which gets you all the stuff that I've been talking about, directory listings, which I'll go over all those here in a minute. Because we have multiple websites that we're on, the chamber site, Shop Glendora, Glendora City News, Glendora Coordinating Council. We're even on other private businesses websites, like your directory page. The seat at the table for the ledge stuff, discounts on events and services. So if you're a member, you go to our mixers, it's cheaper than if you're not. You can have ads and different things in our different newsletters, job postings, event postings, which I'll show you that, networking opportunities, referrals, and so much more. So, and that's just in the basic, you get all of that. Then it kind of goes from there in the enhanced level, that if you go to all the networking stuff, you can kind of prepay for all your tickets at a discount. You save a couple $100 a year doing that with this package. And then it goes up to Master Marketer, which is becoming more and more popular, where it's everything in the enhanced, but then you also get different web ads, which those website ads go on, again, on our page, Shop Glendora, Glendora Coordinating Council, Glendora City News, and so much more that I'll show you. So those are the three kind of basic to Master Marketer. Then we have our President Circle, which some of those are here, which is our bronze, silver, gold, platinum, similar to our Master Marketer, but this one is more ticket driven. As you see on the bottom, there's tickets for all the events, logos, and all the programs. So it's just, and then at our different events, people, when you see your logo or it's your business name is announced and such. So if you have a business, you want to just stay in front of everybody all the time, this is a good way to do it too, where they see your logo. We have a monitor here at the office that it just scrolls through all of these, the Master Marketer and such. So it's just a way to do that. Now these are more expensive, but again, they can be paid all at once, monthly, quarterly, every 6 months. So it's, you don't have to be a major, multi-million-dollar company to do even these levels, right? So, but if you have questions about the different membership levels, if you're in one, you're interested in changing, just let me know. It doesn't have to stick just by year to year. It can be, changed and modified. Even these packages can be customized. So, okay. Moving on. Okay, let's get into the ambassadors before I get on the website there to kind of show you how you can get behind the scenes to put your information. Make sure when the public visits our website, which the public does visit our website, it is SEO optimized. I've seen many times where I'll search a business name and their business directory page comes up even before, or they might not even have a business page. So it just depends how much your page is complete, how optimized it is. So ambassadors, what's an ambassador? Before I worked at the chamber, I was actually a member of this chamber about seven and a half years, and I was an ambassador. And honestly, this is the program where the community got to know who I was, right? What I did. Now, the business that I did was real niche market, was in finance, very niche market, but I was able to even do workshops for the chamber because I did marketing stuff for different businesses at the time. And honestly, this being an ambassador is how I got this job even, So, but an ambassador, I'm going to go to our website. I'll click out of the presentation, go to our website. And I'm sure you've all been here. This is our ambassador committee page, which is under organization on the menu, ambassadors. And it kind of just talks about what's an ambassador, what's it take. I always like to tell people it's not a second job. This is here, you help the chamber being an ambassador, but the chamber also helps you, because being an ambassador, you're up front. You're at the ribbon cuttings, you're holding the ribbon, you're connecting with that business owner, you're spreading your message, what you do, what you have to offer for that business or that resident or whoever, and just when you go to certain things, like when I was an ambassador, be at the different events, and after a while, people see you in enough places, they remember you. It's that top of mind marketing, because you can go to one place one time. If you never go back, might not even know you're ever there. It's kind of like putting ads in the newspaper. You spend a lot of money with one ad and then you don't do it again. It doesn't work, right? It has to be repeated. So an ambassador with the chamber could help you do just that also. And what the ambassador does is just a wide, variety of duties with the chamber, to be at functions, be at networking events, be a welcomer at those events, be at ribbon cuttings or workshops that fit your schedule. It's not like you have to be at everything, right? But it's just to help the chamber move along, because right now we have two people that actually are employed here, me and Sasha, and then we have our board and ambassadors and then other volunteers. So it's mostly a volunteer driven organization. So in the ambassador group, which we have several great ambassadors, which one of them is on right now, Joanne, fantastic ambassador, always willing to go out, talk with people. And it's just a way to, again, to get you in front of the community so people know what you do, and then you're helping the chamber at the same time. So in kind of the characteristics of an ambassador, kind of be lively, engaging, which was really weird because I was an ambassador because I'm a very shy person, but I play an extrovert for a living, so I kind of had to do it. But so lively, make even the shyest person feel comfortable. Now the comfortable part is important to me. I don't, with all of our events and stuff, I really don't want to feel like it's cliquish, right? I'm sure you've gone into different events and everyone, you kind of feel like the odd person out. Maybe it's just like people stay in their own little groups. I don't like our groups, our events like that. So if you ever see that, please let me know, because I like everyone that's there to try to feel as comfortable as possible and to feel welcome, because everybody's welcome to the Glendora Chamber of Commerce, member or not. It's just we feature our members, right? Project a positive image for their company and the chamber, which this is very important. We have had in the past had to ask some, people that wanted to volunteer, it's been great, but we need to kind of move the other way, but it's very rare. Enjoy having fun. We like having fun, and just, and you want to really help. You want to grow the chamber. You want to grow the business community. And really it's maybe 3 to 4 hours a month, maybe, or it could be more depending on what you want to do. I mean, we've had some ambassadors that are just constantly everywhere because their business was focused on networking. So it was important for them to be everywhere. So the commitment, there is a monthly meeting, which is the first Wednesday of the month, which I'll send an invite out to that soon at 9 o'clock here at the office. It's about an hour, sometimes less. And then attend ribbon cuttings, grand openings, other programs, and such. So if you're interested in this, there's an interest form on the site, or just shoot me an email or call, and I'll make sure you're on the invite so you can be up to date on what's going on with our ambassador group. Because honestly, this is where, if you want to really get out there, be seen in the community, besides being on our board, the ambassador is really where to do it. It really helps that. So with that, that's the ambassador program. So I'm going to kind of flip over here to the online services and how you can get behind the scenes to put your information yourself on our website, because this right here is our website. There's a lot of information here, and we're always adding more. On the menu here, under the different headings, you'll see a lot of different information. Under chamber, you see all the packages, present circle, join, ribbon cutting, advertise. which the advertise with us is how you set up putting the header ads here, these ads and such. And there's a flyer here, kind of talks about it. I'll go back. Our e-news, which this I'll show you in a moment, how you can put these on yourself. As many as you want. You can do one every day. And with links to your website, a lot of these, honestly, because a lot of people don't take advantage of this. So I go out and I grab them and I put them on. But I would highly recommend, if you have information that you want shared, links to your website or whatever you're doing, put them here. And it's real easy. I'll show you in a second. And because I pull from these two to do in our e-news, where we share online and different things. And so it's just advertising for you, and there's no additional cost. So you can do it as much as you want. So these are here. And then the news releases are also on our homepage right here. So I'll show you that. Our directory, we have a business directory of all of our members, which those you can find here, which this business directory is also here. This Zoom thing is in the way. Sorry. Excuse me 1 second. Okay. I'll just do this. It's on the Coordinating Council, the calendar, Shop Glendora, Proud of the Foothills Strong, and our business directory is even on Postal Annex website in Azusa. It's right there. So the business directory, someone goes here, they could search by category and such. Keywords. You start typing something here, the businesses start coming down and stuff. So, and like I said, the directory, I'll show you how you can make sure yours is up to date. Organizations here, we have our board, an ambassador, and our advocacy group, our legislative group. This is where you can see all of our priorities, who the representatives are, how to get in contact with them. Then under resources, all that kind of fun stuff, required notice, some videos. This one here, we've put together a list of videos, which John from Telworks, you've probably seen John at a lot of our stuff. He puts on these every month, so we share them here. The SBDC score, and then Telworks, and then we put ours on too. So that's their demographics. SB 1383, I'm sure you all know about that, the trash stuff. Everybody got new cans here. There's a link to that, so if you want that info, and so much more. Job boards, map, all that kind of stuff. And then events. We have our chamber calendar, so you know where or when different things are for the chamber. But then also there's another link here, community member calendar. So this is the full community calendar where, and I'll show you in a second, how if you have an event that, an event, sale, workshop, you're selling a house, you have an open house, depending on your industry, you can put these here. And again, this calendar is on all those sites I mentioned before: Glendora City News, Glendora Coordinating Council, Shop Glendora, Proud of the Foothills Strong, and even Postal Annex in Azusa. So the calendar there. And then it's also member flyers. This here, which a couple of these just passed, so I'm going to change them out, is where we can put your flyers. So we used to have a lot of flyers like in our e-news, but honestly, if we put all the flyers we get in our e-news directly, it'd be a mile long. So what we've been doing is putting some upcoming ones, and then at that link that goes to here, and then there'll be a lot more to share. So if you have any flyers like this we have to put on for you, but send them to us, and we'll help promote your event activities or like hiring people and all that kind of stuff. So any questions? No? Okay. Okay, so how do you do this? How do you put your information on? Simple. Right up here on the top, log into my chamber. Now you all should have a login, which if you've joined recently, you made it when you joined. Or if you don't have one, just let me know and I will get it for you. You put that here, you can use username and password. I'm going to use the rotary one because I have that one set on here. Just to kind of show you what you'll see when you log in. Now, this is our back office, so it's behind the scenes of our website. And this is where you can go through all these different buttons over here to make sure your directory page is complete. Okay, so the first one here is just you. It'll have your information since you're the user, right? So you can make sure all your stuff is there. And then you can fill in all of these. But the most important one is the company. Because when you go back to the directory page, and let me just click this one, and let's just click this one. This is, all of our members have a directory page such as this, that some look like this one. It's very complete. Some might just be company name, address, phone number, maybe a small about us, and that's it. This one has it all filled in, and I'll show you how to do that. So it's almost like with being a member, you have another landing page, another website for your business where you can put links to your website, links to your social media, different highlights if you want specific things, as you see down here, and then all the different reps. Because you see this one here, he has one, but then I noticed the other day, like BR companies, for example, they have 8, right? So you can, if you have like real estate company of a lot of agents, you can put them there. A marketing company, or whatever you do, you can do that there, and I'll show you how to do it here. So under company, it's real simple. All these here on the side, you see my cursor going up and down. You just go one after another. The first one will show you how much is your profile complete. How complete is it? Now this rotary one is 97% because we don't have a phone number, so that's what's missing. If something's missing, you'll see this triangle. If it's there, you'll have all the check marks. So, and you just start going down the list here. Organization. Simple. You just fill in the blanks. Company, phone, mailing address, established, full-time employees, part-time, whatever you want to put there. And when you're done, press save. Simple. Employees, this is where you can list all those employees or representatives that you see on your directory page that someone could contact directly. Now they don't see your email. There's a contact form that pops up, but this is where you can add them. And it's just, again, it's simple. Add employees, fill it out. Do you want them to have login access? Click there and press save. You can't break it, but it's good to make sure it's complete. So when people go to your directory page, they know what you do quickly, because people may, when they're looking at stuff, a few seconds, they don't find it, they've moved on. So it's important to make it complete. The next one here, website information. Now this is the kind of the meat of it, where it has all your information when they go. I'll go back to one of these. Go back here, where it has the address, phone, hours, about us, all that kind of stuff. You put all that here. First one, it pulls from the other. Your social media, you can have your LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter handles. So you can put those there, which it's important to have those links, because what we want this website for is to someone to find what you do and launch them to your your platforms. So it's kind of just a launch point, right? On and off. So because we just want to be that conduit to help get the consumer to you. So if your information isn't here, they'll go somewhere else and find somebody else, to be honest. So as much as you can fill in here, it just helps your brand and to connect with you. A description of what you do, and you could put some SEO stuff here, search results, hours, driving directions. And then down here, the highlights. These are the bullet points. I'll go back over here. I keep leaving it. If you see down here, highlights, these are just links that'll send the visitor to wherever you want them to go. You know, if you wanted this one, web development, business cards and such. But like in our Rotary one, what services, what projects, membership, donate your car, all that kind of stuff. So this is where you can put specific things that you're known for, that you quickly want people to click to get to you, to start talking with them and possibly get a sale. And then you put some keywords here, what you do. So when you're doing the search stuff, you pop up, press save. Okay, so the more complete this is, the better for you, the better the search engine optimization is, the more you'll be found on Google and Yahoo and all that kind of stuff, because our site is indexed with Google, and your listings do come up on Google from this site. Categories. Now, there's a lot of them here. This list just keeps going down, but please don't go in and select every single one of them, because it doesn't help you. You know, if you're a marketing person, don't put accountant and all. The reason why I say that, people have done it, and it just annoys the people visiting the website. So choose what your categories are. We don't charge for multiple categories. So, you know, but don't, you know, just limit to what you do. So you click those, let's say it's here, you simply click it, and then you go to the bottom, press save. Simple. There isn't really this additional one is more just when you join, so we can skip that. Now the next few are what makes your site, your page look good. You could have that top header image here, logo, search result logo. So when someone comes to your site, they see your brand right away. And you can also add a gallery, like these photos, which going back here, he doesn't have any. Let's see. Let me go to the Rotary one, since that's the one I'm doing. And then you see these photos down here. This is where you put them. So you can, you know, if you're like, we have some realtors here. You could put homes for sale, maybe past sales, or other, whatever you want to put there, you know, that has to do with your product, your brand and such. Flyers, open house flyers, that kind of stuff. So you just upload those, press save. Then you can also put a YouTube video, which is just a link. It's not hosted here. It's just whatever the YouTube is. Put the link there, press save. And when you press save, it's what this is here. And it'll play right on your directory page. So, so you do that. Map pin. So you make sure that's there. So it's when someone's on your page, they have your map pin. And then there's this membership badge, which this is if you want to put this on your website to say you're a member of the chamber. It's really simple. You just press generate. And this code here, you give it, you know, you put it on, or whoever does your website, they put it on, and this logo will go on your website. So that's available to you too. Any questions about this stuff? I mean, it's really just going one after another, fill in the information and press save. You know, and it can be changed however much you want, you know, modify it, different links, photos, logos, whatever you want to do. It's yours to be able to make sure the public has everything they need to know about you to launch you from here to wherever you want them to go. So, and this is how you do it. Okay. Couple more things. Events. There's a link up here, says events. Now this is where you can put events on our calendar. Again, very simple. You can either add an event here or manage your, if you have a bunch of events and you need to change them, click manage. But let's just show you how to add one. Click add, title, date, hours. Is it reoccurring? You know, daily, weekly, monthly, you know, every year. Description, links, you know, you can fill all that. If you need help on how to do some of this, just let me know and we can help you out. Some descriptions here, location, there's a lot of stuff you can put here. Date, any fees, if it's an event, there was a fee, contact info, email, website, some categories, photos, you know, big header image, event follow, search logo, another gallery, and it just keeps going. Google Maps, and if you have a commercial for it, you could put a YouTube video link there too. So you do all of that. You can either save it, or you don't have to fill it all in, but just whatever, however much you want on, so the visitor knows what you're doing. Press save the draft if you want to come back, or press submit for approval. Now with these, when you put them in, they don't go live right away. We get a message just to make sure it's nothing crazy, which we haven't had anything like that yet. So, and then we press approve, and then it goes live on all the websites that I mentioned previously. So that's events. News. Last set here that we'll talk about is news. So if you click on that news link up here, so just remember, you know, events, news for these, this part. News, you'll have all these over here. First one is hot deals or coupons. You have a coupon, you have a special you want to put here. And again, there's no limit to what you put here on how many. You could schedule them out, you know, and again, it's like the others, add hot deal, which I don't know why they call it hot deal. You should just call it a coupon. You know, fill in the information about all this stuff, and you can have the active dates, when you want it to start, when you want it to end, because you can set them up ahead of time where they turn on a certain time and then turn off. Press save or submit, just like before. Real simple. You can also do a member to member deal, which these aren't as popular anymore. It's just, it kind of used to be where some businesses wanted to do a coupon just for other members. So this is where you can do that, where only members logging in here can see them, not the public. So there's that option. So those are the two things you can put coupons on. Then news releases. Remember I mentioned on the home page and on the news release, you see all those news releases. This is where you do those right here, which this is if you have stories, or it is, even if it's something that's out there, you put a small synopsis of it with a link to go read it somewhere else. Do that here too. It's just more content connected to your website or your landing page. And it just helps get your brand out there more. More of those links go on your website. It helps your search engine optimization, and it just gets you seen more. So, and again, like the others, add news release. Title, when you want to release, publish. Now you can do several of these and schedule them out. Let's say you did 6 months worth. You set them up and then you forget about it for 6 months, and they turn on, turn off when you want them to, depending on what you put here. The information with links and such, categories, search logo, contact. Now, if you do this, you'll see your information, you know, which one to be there, or you just fill it in. And then again, submit for approval or save as draft for later. So again, this one, probably besides the directory listing to make sure all your information is right, this one's probably number 2 most important to your people finding on our site, online, because it's just more information and content. And we're in a content hungry society here, always looking for content. So the more that's here, it just helps you. So, and there's no additional cost again to put information here. So it could be about you, it could be about the industry, what you want your customers to know, and so on. So news releases, and the last 2 here, job postings, where you can post a job. Well, right now, all the jobs that were there are expired, so we got to put some more on. So this is, again, you can add a job there. When it's there, then we share them. A lot of the other ones that we have right now, they're on those flyers and other things, so they're just not listed here. But again, you can post as many of these here if you want for jobs. So, and again, like before, add job, fill it in, and submit. Simple. The last one, request for proposal. This one is, let's say, you're looking for a roofer, and you want a message to go to every roofer in our database. Now, it's not every roofer in the city, it's just chamber members. You put the information here, whatever you're looking for, and then you go down and select wherever you want it to go, all the different things, and press submit. And you could, and then everyone, whatever categories you picked, if it's a roofer or if it's a hall rental or health food or whatever it is, that message will go to all those businesses in that category. So you can request for quotation that way. You can also use this as a kind of a marketing tool, a networking tool. Let's say you're looking to connect with all the financial planners in the chamber. You just want to say, hey, my name is Joe, I'm in this industry, I do such and such, and I really love to connect with you. Here's my contact info. You can use this kind of for that too. So, and once you submit these, we get them, and then we approve them to forward them on to whoever you wanted to go to. So it's an easy way to kind of directly connect with other members in a specific category. So, and that's through the request for